Good afternoon, everybody, from a beautiful October fall day. I'm here at Turkey Swamp Park in central New Jersey near Freehold, and today's crystal is hematoide. Hematoide, the crystal of new beginnings, and it has some iron flecks in it and quartz. It's very grounding, and it amplifies many of the other crystals, especially the quartz crystals. This one also signifies working with protecting yourself against negative energy. Its color is for the lower chakras, but you can use it in the higher chakras too for work with divinity and higher self. So basically, yeah, new beginnings, definitely for the solar plexus chakra, for right in the middle between the lower and the middle dantian. Dantian is Chinese word for the elixir field. So we have 7 main chakras in the Indian Sanskrit culture, right? From the root all the way up to the crown of the head. But in traditional Chinese philosophy, the 3 main dantians, energy system of elixir field, that's what it literally translates to, is the lower dantian would be near the navel, middle dantian, heart center, and the upper dantian is in our third eye area. But, you know, it encompasses a lot more. So that's why I chose to talk about the dantians today. And if you weren't familiar with that term, it's beautiful. We use it for Tai Chi and Qigong practices, which is that moving moving meditations and a consciousness mind-body exercises. So back to our hematoid. This is a nice little chunk. I would actually, don't forget, I haven't really talked about how to care for the crystals. When you buy them at the shop or get them online, make sure you cleanse them with purified, very clean water, or take them to the river, ocean, some kind of natural water source, and cleanse them. A lot of times, most crystals can be out in the sunlight for a period of time, about an hour, and that helps energize them and cleanse them. And the darker stones I would recommend for the sunlight. Moonlight, okay, any of the quartz crystals, I find the quartz really loves the full moon. Some people cleanse and activate their crystals, they bury them in the earth. Even if you live in the city and you have an apartment, you just put them in a planter, any kind of pot, put them fully immersed under soil and let them set overnight, and then rise with the sun and take them out, wash them. Another way of cleansing and activating, removing any of the energies from external sources would be a sage, to take your sage and smudge the crystal and all its little facets and all its little corners. And these are the most common practices. I know there's some other things you can do, but I don't want to spend time on that because the hematoid crystal has chosen, oh, everyone, I got a new deck of cards. I know we love our angels, and the angels are divine. I have the Crystal Spirits Oracle. Okay, now this is the guidebook, which is fine. Her name is Colette Baron Reed. She's an international best-selling oracle expert and the star of Amazon Prime's TV show Messages from Spirit, the founder of Oracle School, and this is what she looks like. I don't know if you recognize her. Not sure if you're familiar with her. I've heard her name before, but I've never dealt with her cards. And the card that the hematoid chose, dum da da dum, it's upside down, is watermelon tourmaline. Do you see the face? Can you see the face peering out? I'm going to read from her book. I just got this deck yesterday, so it's very new. I'm going to read verbatim. There's no glyph or other geometry, but this is what the back of the cards look like. Very nice. The whole deck looks like that. The essential meaning of the water tourmaline: seeing perfection in the moment, basking in the bliss of just being with a natural joy and a peaceful heart. The water tourmaline spirit comes bearing the message that the divine order supports you in experiencing your bliss. And that's what the solar plexus chakra, that area of the body, represents as well. Following your own passion, your fires and desires. Notice the perfection in this moment and the connection to the universal consciousness within you. Your outer conditions will soon respond with a reflection of your natural joy and your peaceful heart. Forget the small stuff. Simply be present, feeling your bliss and experiencing that you are where you need to be. Patience. Yes, problems exist and always will, but watermelon tourmaline spirit is here to remind you that they do not have to define your experience in this life, and you are an extremely powerful healer and co-creator. So let joy and peace arise within you. I'll read just a little bit more. You're asked now to acknowledge your co-creative power, which also lies in that area, lower dantian, solar plexus chakra. You're asked now to acknowledge your co-creative power, your ability to collaborate in the great healing work of the all. Do not let your ego distract you from the pleasure of knowing that each moment you're here, you have the distinct honor of being able to contribute to the healing of the planet and all her creatures. The conscious universe is giving you a shout out, so bask in your bliss. Life is good. All right, so that's a very joyful card. And the colors of the hematoid are very sunny and golden. So these two working together in synchronicity and harmony are a nice little match. I'm not going to say made in heaven because I don't want any comments about that. But you know what I mean, right? So they're very complementary. So we have hematoid, and the card that the hematoid, as I meditated on it, chose the watermelon tourmaline. So working with the sunshine, working with being in the now, being present, trying to remove our negative chatter of our own minds, not just externally. All right, we do it to ourselves enough. You know, I teach at the local county college, community college. I teach a course called College Success and Wellness. And one of the units that our department wants us to cover is mental and emotional health. And there's a wonderful video. I'm going to put it on the link down under. It's a TED Talk. If you don't know what that is, it's just a group of speakers and lecturers, just people giving small lectures about different topics. A lot of positive, self-help, guided, very, very good TED Talks. Food for thought. Dr. Guy Winch, he's a psychologist, and he gives this wonderful video about emotional hygiene and what it means to understand our loneliness and only a 2-minute distraction can help us when we ruminate over something negative, a situation, a thought. And depression and loneliness can be very chronic and dangerous, and is another silent killer. So that's why you're here, seeking alternative information, checking things out to help with your well-being and the light and energy and gifts of Mother Earth that we can use for ourselves, the community, worldwide and beyond. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this different format, and namaste.